Welcome back, financial investors. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be doing our weekly recap for September 9th through the 13th, 2019. We're going to quickly look at last week's changes, which are up on the screen now. We're going to jump into this week's changes for the S&P, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and the Russell 2000. Go over stock futures currently looking positive going into this upcoming week here on the 16th of September. We're also going to be taking a look at the entire S&P 500 performance for the week, what stocks are strong, what stocks are weak, and also sector by sector. And then we're going to look individually at financials, semiconductors, home builders, oil, and then jump over, taking a look at the dollar, silver, gold, and wrapping it up, taking a look at mortgage rates. So that is what we're going to be covering in today's video. I like to do these every week to kind of keep track of how the market is moving and kind of go from there. So last week's changes are up on the screen now. And before we cover that, of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would highly appreciate it if you do hit that red button below. It does help the channel out. Also hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any questions going over this or stock market, dividends, or real estate. And let's go ahead and get into the video. So last week we had a very positive week. S&P up 1.79, the Dow Jones up 1.49, the NASDAQ 1.76, and my portfolio up 1.73%. Now, I had posted a few weekends ago that I was expecting sometime in the next 1 to 3 months that we would hit on new all-time highs. But then President Trump and China had some tariff altercations, and the market got a bit volatile there, and that kind of threw me for a wrench. But here we are. We broke the new all-time highs this week, which we will cover here in just a second. So we did hit some all-time highs here on Thursday before kind of pulling back here on Friday. Now overall, year to date, we are up 19.97, 5-day change of 0.96%. I do not expect any sort of resistance right now. I think we've broken above where we need to be, and it would be expected to kind of come back a little bit, but I do believe we're going to continue to move higher from this point. The Dow Jones up 1.58%. This is, I believe, in second place this week. Yep, Dow Jones is in second place of 1.58% year to date. It is at 16.68. The NASDAQ this week is in fourth place. So the NASDAQ actually underperformed the S&P, the Dow Jones. It is the leader currently year to date, up 23.23, and this week's winner is the Russell 2000. Now, this thing has been a beast here recently. It is up over 17% year to date, but this week alone is up 4.85%. So very nice gain this week. Now, stock futures again currently positive, but that can change anything up till here on Monday. If there's some sort of news that comes out here on Sunday, that may affect the markets there. As far as looking at what is up or what is down here in the after hours on Friday, not a whole lot that is readily recognizable as far as financials or semiconductors, so nothing big there. Now, as far as Friday, you can see Friday a little bit of a coolage, and that's basically what we saw here with the S&P. It really pushed higher last week and then kind of continued its trend, only going down 0.01% here on Friday, and then big gap down on Tuesday, but recovered all of it towards the end of the day. And we actually have the Fed coming up this week, so we will kind of see what happens. If the Fed doesn't cut rates, I do expect the markets to pull back, but there's such a high chance that the Fed will continue to cut rates here in September and again in December that all of it's been sort of priced in already. And if it doesn't happen, then it's going to really hurt the markets. Jumping back over here, if we look at the 1 week performance here for the S&P 500, you can actually see it's fairly mixed. You can see money moving out of some of these strong consumer companies. If we take a look at Visa, MasterCard down on the bottom left here, Visa down 4.5%, MasterCard down 5% there. We also see Costco, which has had really nice run-ups in the past, now down almost 4%. McDonald's almost down 5%. Altria haven't been really performing well year to date, and they've been getting hit week after week with terrible news. Either, now it's President Trump's going after the flavored Jewel cartridges, and that's not even Altria stuff. That's these other third-party vendors that are marketing their cannabis and TLC, all these products and oils that taste well towards these teenagers, and that needs to be obviously stop because that's not an actual Altria product, and it will eventually recover after they're not found guilty of all that sort of stuff. So, kind of interesting area here. We see Apple for the week up 2.57, and kind of interesting little mix out there. So, not a whole lot of terribly performing companies here. The biggest performers, look at financials finally helping out the market. So we can see Bank of America up 8.8% this week, JP Morgan up 6.77, Wells Fargo 3.75, Citibank up 6.7. So if financials continue to play really well here in the future, we will move to, continue to move to new all-time highs. Here, the financial sector overall, ticker symbol XLF, is up 3.83, semiconductors up 2.86, home builders up 2.85. And now we're going to go into some of the negative ones here. So let's go ahead and cover oil here very quickly. I thought I had some news on oil, but oil got slammed. I think they oversupplied it. I think that was the main headline. They found out that they wanted to have their vendors cut supplies because they're pushing out too much, and it was sort of stated that they didn't actually cut production, so they have extra supply, and that caused oil to fall by 2.8% there. If you have any other information out there, let me know in the comment section below. The dollar continued to move lower. This is what we've kind of been expecting. Now, for the month, we almost hit some highs. We did hit some highs out here for the year at 99.04 before kind of pulling back down. I'm not sure where we kind of hover here with the Fed cutting rates here next week. We could see the dollar continue to kind of pull back into that 96 point. Silver and gold getting hit. We saw these being highly extended here these last few months. Silver going as high as over $18 there for a brief minute. Now it's down to $16.31. Not sure where this one will find its bottom at, but it could go as low as below $14. Gold also in that same bucket. Really high extended here in the short term. It had broken to about 145, 146 there, and is now pulling back. We can see maybe some safety around 135, that support level. Now bonds also pulling back this week, so all those safer plays that investors are moving into, gold, silver, bonds. Now with the market on fire, the Fed's backing up the market, there's a lot less tension between the US and China. If we do some sort of agriculture, let's see, what is it called, kind of keep the businesses from diving under stimulus in the States. A lot of those agriculture businesses here in the States are actually China owned. So if they declare bankruptcy and we help them out stimulus wise, that actually helps out China as well. So very interesting stuff going on out there in the market. Also, mortgage rates this week are up 13 basis points. So not a huge bit, but actually double what it has been these last few weeks. So went from 13.74% a week ago to now 3.87. Now, I didn't post a whole lot this week. There wasn't a whole lot that I was sort of tracking. So I did make one buy this week, and that was Las Vegas Sands, I believe. I think I will be buying that one again. I should have posted a bit more from Instagram. I know on Instagram I've been posting quite a bit more. If you guys aren't following me over on Instagram, definitely follow me here. And let's go ahead and jump over into Instagram here. So as far as what I'm posting every day, every week I try and post the previous week's dividends. So Pfizer, Walmart, Southern Company paid out dividends last week, and then some of the performance here from the week. So every day this week we are pretty positive there. On Monday up 0.88, Tuesday up 0.82, Wednesday up 0.8%, and down Thursday I was down 0.13. And then overall for the week, the M1 Finance portfolio was up around 2.13%. I know there's quite a bit of dividends in that portfolio this week, so we'll be posting that again starting up Monday. We'll be posting up dividends for this prior week as well, as we will be making our Monday video. So here on the 12th, which was I believe Thursday, yeah, it was Thursday, We were 12 points away from all-time highs. Do you believe it will happen here in September? And we did it. We broke to all-time highs. And there's our changes for this week. The S&P up 0.96, the Dow Jones up 1.58, the Nasdaq up 1.91%, and my portfolio up 1.10%. Now the M1 Finance account did really well, up over 2% this week, and a couple other accounts did really well as well, up 2%. But then we had a couple of the lowered adjusted beta accounts that kind of kept us in line. So overall up 1.10% this week, which I think is great either way. So that is all I wanted to cover in today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, again, hit the thumbs up button below. I really appreciate all the comments that you guys do leave here below the comments in the comments section. If there's any questions, if there's anything you'd like to add that you saw this week that may have not been covered this week. I wasn't tracking a whole lot kind of going on until the Fed really comes out and says anything. All you can do is be invested, continue to stay invested according to your plan, and don't take on more risk than you're really willing to take on. And that's basically all it is. So that is it for today's video. Thank you all for tuning in. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.